Oh, I'm in such a weird mood today. Very almost did not pick up the camera. It's Thursday now, so if I want to get a video up this Sunday, this is my last chance. I don't work on Fridays. I'm with the kids on Fridays. I just feel quite flat today. I know that's not the most like uplifting thing to have someone be like this in a YouTube video, but also it's just real. I just feel very like unmotivated today and tired and a bit like burnt out. Just realised I'm like wearing a thermal top. I'm actually going to go and change because I don't need to be wearing a thermal top right now. That's better. I just posted a thing on Instagram stories. I just feel so fed up with the faces that I see online. And it's not that I care what other people do to their faces, whether they use a filter or they actually have work done to their face. I kind of don't really care what people do. It's their face, they can do what they want with it. But there's no denying that seeing all of these perfect faces on the internet all the time, these like perfect glowy skin and plump lips and perfect brows and perfect everything, does start making you feel quite insecure about your own face. I'm sure we all agree. I'm sure you saw my stories on Instagram just saying that I took some photos last week where I did half my face in one foundation and the other side in another foundation. I took a photo and I was just like, there is no way I'm going to post this. All I could see was like grey hairs. One of my eyes is much bigger than the other. My eyebrows were like lopsided. Everything just looked so weird. And then I felt really sad that I was like analysing my own face in that way. Like your 30s are meant to be when you're super confident with these things, but I think I'm just so used to seeing people's faces online who so used to seeing these like perfect faces that it just starts to make your own face feel imperfect, which we all know is not. Anyway, I'm not going to bang on about it. It's just something I've been thinking about this morning, and I shared a little tip on stories, which I quite like, which just said that when you start to feel that way, put your phone down, go offline, and then just look around at your friends and family and the people that you love, and those are the faces that you should be admiring. I think that's mainly a reminder to myself. And I'm not going to put makeup on and do my hair for this vlog this morning, because although I have all these insecurities about my face being imperfect, I think it's very important, and I think I have a responsibility to show myself like this, to be vulnerable, so that you guys know that this is normal. It's okay if I have a little patch of hair there. It's okay that I've got like dark circles or whatever it is, it's okay, it's normal. Just because we don't see it much online, in real life, we all have normal faces. So I'm taking it slow this morning, and I'm actually starting to get prepped for our holiday. I'm so excited to go to South Africa. I'm excited, but also I'm not quite like there yet in my head. I can't quite believe it's happening. I don't have anything to wear. You know when you get your summer clothes out from last year and you're just like, oh, I hate all my summer clothes, and I really have that because every year there's like something. I was either pregnant the year before or like postpartum or something, and this is the first year I feel like in a while where I feel like I'm settling into my own body a little bit, and all my clothes from last year just don't really feel very me. I don't really know what my summer style is. I feel like when it comes to winter, I really know what my like look is. I love jeans, a long coat, a little beanie hat, but when it comes to summer, I just don't know what is me, because I get hot, I like to wear like dresses, and I just don't really feel like me in a dress. And then I've tried like the linen shorts, linen shirt look, which I quite like, but it doesn't feel particularly flattering. I don't love having loads of skin on show, so I just don't feel super comfortable in like summer clothes. I've ordered a few new things to try, so we'll see when those things come. But yeah, I just have no idea. I'm mainly focusing on getting the kids ready because that is the most stressful thing. I asked on Instagram for some tips for long haul flights. I do feel like I've gone a little bit over the top. I'm pretty sure when I flew long haul as a 3-year-old or 1-year-old, I doubt my parents did any of this for me. I think when I was a little bit older, I probably just played on my Game Boy. But I don't know, I'm going to ask my mum what I did when I was younger. She'll probably say I have no idea, you just sat there. Like, we are so precious over our kids these days. But I have got some stuff to entertain them. I'm going to split it up, and I'm going to put some stuff in the suitcase for the return flight, because I feel like we always focus on the outbound flight and then never have anything on the way back. But me and Rich are both going to take rucksacks. And then I'm going to take this bag separately, which is from Away. It's like their weekend bag. And this is just going to be for toys and snacks. Oh, I bought them new snack boxes. I'll show you those when I go downstairs. So let me just show you some of the things. I know this feels like a lot, but this is not just stuff for the flight. This is stuff we're going to take with for when we're there. And like I said, for the return flight, it is a night flight. So we've only probably got a few hours at the beginning and the end of the flight, and hopefully the chunk in the middle they will sleep. So lots of little containers. In this little container, rolled up like this, I have got mess-free Bluey colouring in. So they're the pens where these are actually really good for Rudy, because otherwise he just draws on everything and puts it in his mouth. There's no colour to these pens, so until they touch the paper, and that almost kind of like reveals the colour. So Gray will like those, bit of colouring in. Got one of her sticker books. We have wrapped up some little toy cars for Rudy. 2 for the way out, 2 for the way back. They're just those little cars that you press down and then they roll. So he'll probably just play with them like with his hands on the flight, but then when we're there, he can play with them like on the floor in the hotel or whatever. So hopefully these will take ages for him to unwrap. If we do them when Gray isn't looking, because otherwise she'll want to do them, I'm going to have to explain to her that they're not presents, because she'll be like, why don't I have any presents? Even though she does, but they're just not wrapped up. Oh my gosh, this is the most amazing thing I've ever found or bought. I got this on Amazon. This is for Rudy. I was really struggling to find things that would entertain him. Gray is easy. She'll watch films, she'll do stickers, colouring in. She'll just love it. She'll be so excited by the flight. But Rudy's at a really tricky age. He just wants to get down, he wants to walk around, he just wants to like climb stuff. But I think he'll really like this. So this is what it looks like. On one side it's got little like poppers that you press down. This side, I love this one, you press and it like goes from one hole to the next. And then these, you like pull them. They're very satisfying. And then he can just like pull them. Oh my god, this is honestly going to be great for us when we're like in cafes and stuff, and it's not big to like shove in a bag. I've got some little Bluey figurines. If you have like a 2-3-year-old, figurines are so good. They're really good. They like make up little games with them. They're also really good for the swimming pool, playing on the side of the pool and stuff. In cafes, she loves Bluey. These are new ones, so she wouldn't have seen these before, so she'll be excited by those. I'm trying to keep like spare clothes and stuff for them in little bags. I need to find the other one I have of this. For Rudy, I'm taking, these are just toys we already had at home. They're the like, what are they called? Smart Max. These are really good. So they look like animals. The head and the tail come off, and then this is a magnet, so it just like magnets on. Are you allowed to take magnets on the plane? I will be googling that, I'm not sure, but if you are, these are great. And also he loves just like finding things that are magnetic to stick these on, so hopefully if we could take those on the plane. There's all different like animals. Also quite cute, we're going to South Africa and we can be like, look, a giraffe, and he'll be excited by that. I'm using all the packaging that I have from like PR parcels. This is from Jones Road. It's like a little sandwich bag. There are some more figurines in here for Gray, just like little Donald Duck, Mickey Mouse, like a little Barbie thing. She could honestly just play with figurines for hours. Some little animals for Rudy. Play-Doh and a couple of shapes. Oh, these are very good as well for Gray. These are like the little magnet dolls. Again, we already had these. These are from Melissa and Doug. So you get a person and then you get all these like accessories, and they're magnets, so you can just put those on and like make little outfits. Also very handy when we're in restaurants or cafes. That is all the toys and stuff that I have. Obviously she'll have her iPad. Is there enough for Rudy? I feel like Rudy needs like a ball of some sort, but not one that's gonna like roll down the plane. Maybe like a ball on elastic. Oh, we have got those little suction toys as well. They're in the bath. I'll take those with the ones that like spin, but we're not in a window seat, so I'm not sure how those will work. I have these cute little snack boxes that should also keep them entertained. I'm going to put in like mini cheddars and like loads of like cut up things that hopefully they can just enjoy like picking at. But I do think I'm still going to have to pack separate snacks because kids love crisps and things in packets. But this will be quite entertaining for them as well, so looking forward to filling these up. Trying to decide whether to keep this bag from Suzanne or not. I absolutely love the way it looks. I love what it's made from, the colours. I feel like it's the perfect summer bag. Only problem is it's too small for my phone. Like, it's just that little bit too small. It's got space for cards, lipstick. My vlogging camera would fit, but my phone doesn't fit, which feels a bit silly. I feel like it's just that little bit too small. Actually, saying this out loud now has made me realise I definitely can't keep a bag that I can't keep my phone in. Because even if it's like a holiday bag, and I know I hold my phone a lot, that's still silly. You still need the option to be able to fit your phone in, don't you? So cute though. I'm going to quickly paint my nails because I've got an event tonight and they are looking a bit shabby. I'm not going to use my manicurist set. I'm just going to quickly use OPI Nail Envy in Bubble Bath, which gives a nice kind of like pink wash to the nails. It's at this point where I'm thinking maybe I just won't put a video up this Sunday because this is a miserable video that no one wants to watch. But I think something is better than nothing. We all have days like this, don't we? I just phoned Rich and told him how I'm feeling, and he reminded me that this happened last month. I think it means I'm due on my period. It's still taking me a while to get used to not being on the pill and like obviously not being pregnant or anything like that. Periods are so different. But I think he's right. I think the same thing happened to me last month. I remember feeling really guilty about it last month too and thinking, oh God, I can't take a day off work. What am I doing? I'm not being productive. But he's right. I think exactly the same thing happened last month. So I need to look at my little period tracker. Oh my God, I'm literally due on my period now. Is this why I'm feeling this way? Our bodies are so clever, they just know. Okay, that makes me feel better. I mean, I still don't like not feeling productive, but at least I know there's a reason. After I do my nails, I think I'm gonna try and like do my hair and makeup. I think it might make me feel better. It's just so bizarre. I feel nothing. Honestly, I feel just nothing. I've done 2 coats, but one of my nails is a little bit streaky, so I'm just gonna go in with a third. I've just remembered that yesterday I went to a L'Occitane event and I cried. Oh my God, there was the most amazing lady there. Her name is Michelle, let me just check her surname. Michelle Griffith Robinson. She's an Olympian and a lifestyle coach and a motivational speaker. And she was so amazing, and I went up and spoke to her afterwards and I ended up crying. I was like, what am I doing? And I've just realised, oh my God, it must be the PMS. This is wild, honestly. Why is it shocking every month? How cute is this? Rich just got back and he bought me some crumpets for my breakfast and they come in this cute little packaging. Also, I just opening some PR parcels and I got the Drunk Elephant new Bouncy Bright facial. Looking forward to trying that. And it came in this it came with this PR send out and it's basically a massive Rubik's Cube. Oh my God, saving this for the plane. That will keep Rudy entertained. How am I gonna fit all of these things in that bag? This is genius. 100% hiding that from the kids until I need it. Thank you so much, Drunk Elephant, for sponsoring my flight to South Africa. Also, been sent, pretty sure I know what this is. Very exciting. This is my friend's new cookbook. She's a really good friend of my sister. My sister actually helped her out with this book. It's called Salt of the Earth. Secrets and Stories from a Greek Kitchen by Carolina Doriti. It's a beautiful Greek cookbook. Look at the cover. Oh my God, it's so gorgeous. I've already made a couple of recipes from this that my sister sent me. But there is so much gorgeous stuff in this book. If you like Greek food, this will be right up your street. Oh, very excited to have my own copy. Whilst I do my makeup, let me talk to you about something more positive, more uplifting. I have been listening to the How to Fail podcast, which is a podcast I really, really love. I think Elizabeth Day, who is the host, is so brilliant and enjoyable to listen to. If you don't know about the How to Fail podcast, I mean, you can kind of guess from the title. She is interviewing different people and talking to them about their failures in life. And they're not all obvious things like, I failed to understand my partner, or, okay, I really honestly can't think of any good examples right now, but they're deep topics to discuss. And anyway, love all the episodes. But I discovered, and I feel a bit like I've been living under a rock, a man called Mo Gawdat, and I'm not entirely sure that's how you pronounce his name, but he is the most incredible, inspirational man, and I really want to read his book now. He's got a few books actually, but his first one I think was called Solving Happy. Let me know if any of you have read it actually and what you thought of it. But I highly recommend listening to his. I actually listened to his most recent episode, but then I went back and listened to the first time that he was on the podcast because he's been on it a few times. He's very, very, very intelligent, and he was very high up at Google. He talks about how he had this job and he was earning more money than he could ever need. He had 16 cars at one point and he just didn't feel very happy. His son very sadly passed away when he was only 21. He died in a routine operation, which is just so horrific. And I think it was a huge life-changing moment for him. And since then, he's been writing books and doing talks about the kind of science behind being happy. And he's kind of somewhere between spiritual but also quite like sciencey. I just love the way he talks. He comes out with these like little nuggets of like motivational anecdotes that just make you think, oh my god, that is just like, hearing that sentence has just changed my whole life. There's one story he talks about in the podcast where he's playing a video game with his son, and the way that his son played the video game versus the way he played the video game is such a good example of like two different ways that you can like live life and get through life. He's just very good at explaining things. It's very easy to digest and understand. He talks, I don't want to like give too much away because you should hear it from him. He explains it much better, but he talks about something that he calls the Becky brain, which is someone that he calls Becky because he compares it to like, imagine it's a girl at school called Becky, but it's when you start thinking like negative thoughts, self kind of damaging thoughts, and you have to kind of imagine that's like a person in your brain. And he almost says out loud like, stop it brain, where have you got that from? That's not true. And I've been trying it since listening to this podcast, because I get that where I start thinking negative thoughts, or I get sad about things, and it's almost just taking a minute to stop and be like, saying another way, putting a positive spin on those thoughts. It's very hard to explain, but I've been practicing it and it's really been working. Today is not a good example. Today is just PMS. This is not real sadness. And I just feel really inspired by him. I don't want to say any more because I feel like I'm just like not explaining how good he is and amazing he is. But really want to read his book, and listening to him on a podcast has just been amazing. I have always actually been quite good at controlling my thoughts in that way. Me and Rich talk about it a lot because Rich is the sort of person who leans into his negative thoughts. It's funny because Rich is a much more positive person overall, and a lot of people would describe me as quite a negative person. But actually when it comes to our own thoughts, when Rich starts feeling negative about things, where's my concealer? He starts to like obsess and like lean into it. And he can take his mind down this like complicated hole. Whereas I am quite good at being quite rational and saying like, actually that's not the truth. Like, and I know that when I'm feeling a bit negative and down and sad, I usually know kind of how to distract myself and make myself feel better. And I want to make myself feel better rather than like sticking the knife in further and making myself feel worse. And that's kind of what it's all about. So I am actually quite good at that, but I do I find it a really interesting topic, and there's some things that when I think about I do get sad about, and I'm not as good at talking myself out of it. So it's always good to practice. There's always room for improvement. I'm going to an Elizabeth Arden event tonight, which will be really nice. I really love the Elizabeth Arden team. It's still quite like a small team, and they're really, really lovely. And it's for International Women's Day. So loving all the International Women's Day stuff. It's so like empowering and uplifting. They said if we would like, there's a loose dress code of red. It's probably the only colour that I don't own anything. But I think I've got like kind of a pink top, so I might blend in. Maybe I'll clash with everyone, but either way, similar-ish. So I'm getting ready quite early, but I figured it would make me feel a little bit better. We actually have decorators here. They've started on Gray's room. I'm so excited. It's looking amazing. But I don't think I'm going to be able to finish the room off properly until, that's Rich, he definitely forgot his keys. Oh man, I totally forgot that I wanted to try this out. It's new from Rare Beauty. It's like an under eye brightener. Look, it comes in this like little metal applicator, which I thought was so cool. I literally had them in front of me to try, and I totally forgot. Today is not the day for doing anything right. So yeah, I'm probably not going to finish Gray's room until we're back from holiday. Like, I'll move her back in there, but I'm not going to finish all the finishing touches. And to film my like before and after reel, I want it to be done. So probably won't be able to show you guys yet, but it's looking really good so far. I'm really glad I just like went with my gut. Her ceilings are really high, so it definitely can take like a darker colour. Ooh, very excited. Love it when a plan comes together. I think I'll wear like a pink shimmery eye tonight. This is from Laura Mercier's Strike a Rose. I always use my Vive wand in camel. Let's try something a little bit new. That's so nice. Okay, I'm going to carry on getting ready. Oh my god, I'm running so late, but that was the funniest thing ever. So we've got the decorators here doing Gray's room, as I was saying. And I don't know if I've told you guys, but I was planning on, instead of doing just like a straight line where the colour changes, oh, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm such a rush. I wanted to do a wave. And my decorator, who's so lovely, he helped us renovate the house. He's done my parents' house, I know him quite well. He was like, oh, I don't know, how are you going to do this? And I was like, I've got a stencil. He was like, the stencil will bleed. And I was like, no, we can draw it with a pencil and then do it freehand. And he was like, oh, I don't know how I feel about that. He's Albanian, he's the nicest guy. Anyway, we've been like talking about it for ages. Today was like crunch time where we had to actually try out this wave theory. And he was like, I'm too scared. He was literally like, I'm too nervous, I can't do it. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it. So I was like, I can do it. I have faith. I think I can do it. It's all right. So I like gave it a go and I was like freehanding it, like doing it. It's so, I love it. I really, really enjoyed it. He was like, wait a minute. He was like, you're really good at this. Let me try. He like tried to do it and he couldn't. He was like too shaky and just too, he was like, honestly, I think this is like a woman's touch. So I've now fully joined the decorator. I'm on his team. He's like, I need you all day tomorrow. I was like, oh my god, I'm meant to be taking my kids to like a music class. But he was like, I genuinely can't do this. So he's like doing all the hard bit where you have to use like a laser to make sure it's straight and drawing the pencil with the stencil, and then I'm going around freehanding the actual wave. Honestly, I really enjoy it. I find it very relaxing. Yeah, I'm basically a decorator now. So tomorrow I'm fully on the team. He's like, I'm going to be here for 8 AM, I need you. So funny. So yeah, it's looking so good though. I'm really excited about it. Anyway, I need to get ready. I was meant to edit this video. I don't know when I'm going to edit this. I'm going to have to do this like tomorrow night. Oh no, I'm out tomorrow night. Some point before Sunday, I need to edit and upload this video. I need to get out the habit of filming on Thursday. It's just like all too last minute. I think tonight for Elizabeth Arden, because they said wear a bit of red, I've got this skirt from Hush. It looks like this. It's like navy blue with red hearts on it. Totally forgot I had this. And the model on the Hush website wears it with a really nice chunky navy blue cardigan. No idea what shoes I'll wear, but I think I'm gonna wear that, which means my legs are very pale, and I've got, because I get laser hair removal on my legs, but they can't do it over tattoos, I always have to remember to like shave around where my tattoo is on my ankle. So I must prep all of that. I think I'm gonna end the vlog here. I'll try and take like an Instagram photo of my outfit or something because I've got to get ready now. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'm sorry that I've been in such a weird mood. Honestly, it's so crazy, but I know we all get days like this and it's just real life, and I like my vlogs to be a reflection of real life. So I think my next video is one I've already filmed because it was a video with a brand. It's actually a really nice vlog. I'm excited for that to go live. And then I think I'm going to be away, and I'm actually going to take a little bit of time off while I'm away. So there might not be a couple of videos after next week. I'm not entirely sure of the order of everything going up, but if you notice that I haven't got any videos up, it's because I'm on holiday. I'm really excited. So thank you guys so much in advance for all your nice comments and stuff, and see you when I see you. Bye!